Yeah, my name is Xander Kerber, as Prim said. I think it is so messed up that we call Mario and Luigi the Mario Brothers. That's like calling Destiny's Child Beyonce and the other ones. Like, yeah, we all know who we're here to see, but don't make me feel bad about it. Like, now I feel like I have to choose Luigi every time I play Mario Kart so he doesn't develop a complex. Like, I don't know, but I do love Mario Kart, I really do, and I live by its principles. I actually keep a stockpile of banana peels in the passenger seat of my Volkswagen, just in case the car in front of me forgets to use their turn signal, just like... I hate when I'm stuck behind a bad driver in traffic. It's the worst when you pull up to see who it is, and it's like a very old person. It's like road rage blue balls. You're like, are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? Who taught you to drive like that? After you. And it's like, I get it, because if I make it to my late 90s, I'm not using my brakes. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, I run myself off the road. Best case scenario, I run myself off the road. You know, old people drive like they have a death wish because they do. I feel like, you know, most old people are so blatantly rude all the time, not because they've lived long enough to know not to care what other people think, but because they got their license revoked for driving 120 down the wrong side of the highway, so now they have to resort to being the most hateful person you've met, hoping they'll catch the wrong person on the wrong day and get knocked out. Ugh. I love being sad. I love it so much. You have not lived until you've spent a Friday night face down in your bedroom waiting for a text from someone who doesn't even have your number in their phone. It's thrilling, thank you, yes, it is exhilarating. And I know you're all thinking it, so I'll say it. Therapy, now, and I agree. I've just resorted to using TikTok as my therapist though, specifically those TikToks that are like, save this audio, and by next Wednesday, all your dreams will come true. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah? They're all I have. My TikTok drafts are full of very poorly lit videos of my ceiling, the ceiling fan barely visible through a thick fog of flavor-blasted goldfish dust. You know, you can barely make out a tear run down my eye on the bottom corner of the screen, all like, everything is going your way. I am a lucky girl. I am a lucky girl. I read an article recently that said that people who are obsessed with celebrities are more likely to be less intelligent, and as someone who is close friends with a Swiftie, I have to disagree. She's doing research on her rose gold iPhone 12 the FBI couldn't do with billions in funding. Like, I don't know, these girls are not playing games, and you'll know if you've ever been around a Swiftie when Taylor posts something to her main feed. They react similarly to how I would imagine investors on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange reacted to warning signs of the Great Depression. Like, we are immediately crying, people throwing themselves out windows, like, it's DEFCON 1. Although maybe there is some truth to that article, because my friend could list each and every one of Taylor Swift's exes at the drop of a hat, but at the same time, up until the age of 17, she thought that a Magna Carta was just the largest size latte you could get at a Starbucks. Speaking of Swifties, I am also alarmingly white. I've been trying to better understand my role as a white person, but I've learned that being a self-aware white man is a lot like being a fireman whose fire truck has a gas pump instead of a hose. Like, we're glad that you want to help, but your being here ultimately makes the job a lot harder for everyone else. Like, I'm just in the back like, I'm helping! I'm doing the work! You know? And there are just some Caucasian tendencies that I just can't seem to shake. For example, white people need to be a part of every conversation in the room, whether or not it pertains to them whatsoever. We have all been in line at a cafe or a restaurant waiting to order when the person in front of us goes, "Oh, definitely go with the quinoa bowl. It's a little spicy for my taste, but I think you can handle it." Like, okay, Joan. And it's scary because I know that's coming for me. I'm like Oppenheimer right after he invented the atomic bomb. The damage has already been done. I am become Joan. All right, that has been my set.